Going out to line up. White flag raised, let off. The horse and jockey beginner's chase, 2¼ miles, 12 fences to jump. Early competition for the lead between Scalp Lagoon, Dr Eggman and Salvator Mundi. Followed uphill to fence 2, Fishery Lane on the outside. As they go towards the second fence, the one loose is Major Wells. That was fence number 2. Continuing on rising ground to number 3. Taking it up is Salvator Mundi. Stretches on from Dr Eggman on the inside, Scalp Lagoon, and then Fishery Lane. She'll run for Briggs next, and they're followed after jumping 3 by Lamberel from Montan, and then Desert Cave and Stuntman Steve, detached by 6 lengths as Night All. Stringing them out is Salvator Mundi onto the first of the 2 fences across the top of the course. Is over from Dr Eggman, who chanced it, and then Fishery Lane and Scalp Lagoon knocked back into 4th as they turn into the straight to fence number 6. Salvator Mundi out in front of stable companions Dr Eggman and Fishery Lane, and then Scalp Lagoon and Lamberel from Montan. She'll run for Briggs and Stuntman Steve and Desert Cave, still 6 lengths to Night All, the back marker. Down the straight they come to fence number 6. The leader is Salvator Mundi and Paul Townend from Dr Eggman, Danny Mullins. Third is Fishery Lane and Brian Hayes, then Scalp Lagoon and Jack Kennedy in 4th. She'll run for Briggs next with Lamberel from Montan, and then Desert Cave, Stuntman Steve and Night All. This will be the final fence next time, up over by 4 lengths, Salvator Mundi. Dr Eggman second, Fishery Lane in 3rd, and then Scalp Lagoon. She'll run for Briggs, Stuntman Steve and Lamberel from Montan, and then Desert Cave. The back marker with a circuit to go is Night All. 6 more fences to jump. Race 1, the horse and jockey beginner's chase, 2¼ miles, as they turn towards the back straight and the halfway stage. Salvator Mundi with slightly reduced advantage over Dr Eggman and Fishery Lane. Back and forth to Scalp Lagoon, and then she'll run for Briggs and Stuntman Steve, Desert Cave, and then Lamberel from Montan and Night All. Further strung out, returning to their point of departure. 6 fences left to jump. Salvator Mundi has re-established a 4 to 5 length advantage over Dr Eggman and Fishery Lane. Gone well clear of Scalp Lagoon, and then she'll run for Briggs and Stuntman Steve and Desert Cave. Further behind, Lamberel from Montan and Night All. Last stage, Salvator Mundi, Dr Eggman over at a stretch in 2nd, and then Fishery Lane, gone a long way clear of Scalp Lagoon. 1 more fence left to take in the back straight. This is 4 out. Salvator Mundi has gone well clear of Dr Eggman. Screwing it in 3rd was Fishery Lane. 3 fences left to jump, and it is Salvator Mundi with a commanding advantage over Dr Eggman and Fishery Lane as they make the run towards the final 4½ furlongs with 3 fences remaining. Salvator Mundi, a long way clear over that fence, heading for 2 out. Dr Eggman a remote 2nd, Fishery Lane in 3rd. At the second last, Salvator Mundi safely over, has huge advantage over Dr Eggman and Fishery Lane. Some way back and forth as she'll run for Briggs. A mistake by Desert Cave in 5th. Turning in with just the 1 fence left, the horse and jockey beginner's chase. And it is Salvator Mundi, who's made most, makes the downhill run to the 12th and final fence with a lead of well over 15 lengths from Dr Eggman and Fishery Lane. Continuing down towards the last fence, and it is Salvator Mundi and Paul Townend. Just have to clear it to collect in the opener. Salvator Mundi is safely to the other side. Fishery Lane is winning the race for 2nd ahead of Dr Eggman, and on the run into the closing stages. Paul Townend is simply a passenger On the long odds-on favourite, Salvator Mundi, as he makes the breakthrough over fences. Fishery Lane is second, third is Dr Eggman. 1, 2, 3 for Willie Mullins.
Well, Paul Townend has just got the day off to a winning start on Salvator Mundi. All very straightforward. Paul, did it go to plan?
Yeah, it was. Look, he was turned over short odds here, his first run over fences, and then in deep waters in Leopardstown, where I thought he's improved more from his first run to there. He was a bit disappointing, but it was a straightforward task today on paper, and he had the benefit of the 2 runs, and I thought he jumped really well and enjoyed himself. The hood was off, whether that was the difference or not, but he took on his fences really nicely and stayed going well in decent ground, or in testing ground.
Did you think that was an improvement? Like, did you feel that he was better than he was at Leopardstown?
I don't know. Look, I didn't ride him in Leopardstown, obviously, but it was a huge improvement from here, I thought, the way he took on his fences today.
And he's got a hurdles mark of 156, Grade 1 winner of hurdles. Do you think he can be as good over fences?
With today, you'd say he could be, definitely. The first day, as I said, was disappointing. I thought he'd take on his fences a bit better. He had been schooling better than his run the first day, but maybe it's just a practice. But you couldn't knock him for any jumps today or anything.
And the horse that beat him the first day, probably better than we all thought at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Better than I thought anyway, because he bet me again the next day, so we'll learn sometime.
And a few later on, Paul in the 2 maiden hurdles, Fou de Trois and Laura d'Estrava.
Yeah, nice chances, 2 good chances. Just a couple, they're not weak maidens. I don't think there's bits of form through them, so we'll find out. But Rich's horse should have come on plenty for his run over Christmas, and Donnelly's is there a while and is showing nice work. So we'll find out more on the track. It's a while since his last run.
And what's the ground running like, Paul?
It's testing, yeah.
Okay. Well done, thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.